Next, I'm going to create the login page for this system. First, I will copy this index.html file and I will rename it as login. In this login page, here we can use the main section, main area, and inside this main area, we can have this container. Instead of container fluid, I'm going to use just container. So it will have some space in the left side and the right hand side. If you use this container, if you use the container fluid, it will span across the entire screen. So in this row, I'm going to remove this commented out part, and instead of using col md10, I will use here col md8, and I will remove this class for now, and I will use the offset md2 so that there will be two columns left and right as blank columns, and this part, this section will be in the middle. So that's the idea of using offset md2. So that means we are going to offset two columns from the left, and that means because the total is 12 columns, the right hand side also there will be two columns without any content. So I will add some background color for now. Let me add BG secondary. I will change it later. For now, I will add the BG secondary. And inside this div, I'm going to add form, and inside the form I will add input text box for username, and also input text box for password along with the labels. So I will add a placeholder also. And we need to add the class form control. It should be form control. And I'm going to add a label here, label, and I will use the username ID. And the class for the label should be form label. If we open this now, so we can see it shows like this because we added the secondary color. That's why it's showing this gray color. And we need to add some margin. to push this down. So instead of adding the margin to the form, I'm going to add another div with two classes. One is form floating and the other one is I will add margin my margin to top and bottom as 3, and inside this div I will add this label and the input. So I'm going to place the label below the input. So if we check it now, let's see how it shows. Now it shows like this, and it gives this effect when we click the placeholder moves upwards. So that's the reason that we added this form floating class. And once we add that form floating class in the parent div for this input and label, so it will always show this this part in the middle, and once we click it will move upwards. And I think we need more margin here, so and I can change the size of this text box later. If you don't want this to span like this, we can reduce the size, and we can do that by using this call MD here. Instead of 8 I can use something like 6, and then here we can use the offset MD3, and it will reduce the width of the text box. Similarly, I'm going to add one more text box for the password. The IDs here should be password, and the name should be also password, and type also we need to use password. I'm going to remove this background color. We don't need this gray color. And then after the password, I can add a button here just below the div. I will add the classes btn and btn primary, and I can make it a button with rounded corners. So to do that, I can use rounded with some value, and I will use the text as login. So I want to make this button center in the form. So to make it like that, I can add here in the form a class called text center. So it will make the entire form center aligned like this. I want this button to have a little bit more width. I can use some custom CSS styles to do that. I'll add a class called common button, and in this class I will add some custom styles. Actually, I can use this main SCSS file also. First, I will add a comment. That will show to which page this CSS rules belong. So now we can see button width has changed, and also if we want we can increase the height. So we might need to add something like 50 pixels. Looks okay now. So if we want to reduce the width of these text boxes further, we can simply use this container size, the column size. So I will use here colMD5. Maybe I will use colMD4 and then offset MD4. It will make it like this.